If you're in the mood for some tough, intense Netflix movies that seriously overdeliver, today I've got you covered. These are the kinds of movies that look like they might be average, but end up hitting way harder than you'd expect. First up, we start with a hard-hitting action movie that's great for fans of The Raid. This is called Headshot, and it follows a man who washes ashore with no memory of who he is, but he soon discovered he has a violent past and a whole lot of dangerous people looking for him. Headshot is a ferocious, fast, and brutal action movie. It's violent, intense, and very much aimed at viewers who want something tough and adrenaline-filled. It stars Iko Uwais, who's always a big draw for action fans, and this movie gives him plenty of chances to show why he's one of the most exciting action stars of his generation. It may look like some random foreign movie on Netflix, but if you give Headshot a chance, you'll find it ends up hitting way harder than expected. Then at number 6 is another action movie that's way better than its generic look. It's called Lost Bullet, and it's about a small-time delinquent turned police mechanic who is forced to defend his innocence when his mentor is killed by dirty cops. Lost Bullet is very easy to scroll past, but if you give it a chance, it gives you way more satisfaction than you might expect. There's some cool practical stunts, hard chases, and a rough, no-frills action style that makes everything feel more intense and real. It's a fast, stripped-down action thriller with a rough, street-level feel. Lost Bullet is the kind of movie you throw on when you want something tough, tense, and easy to get into. After that, at number 5 is a serious, satisfying action thriller. It's called AKA, and it follows an undercover special ops agent who infiltrates a crime syndicate but starts bonding with the boss's son, making the mission a whole lot more personal than it should be. AKA is a cold, tense, and hard-edged movie that's great to throw on when you're in the mood for something gritty and masculine. It's got enough action and tension to keep the movie entertaining the whole way through. Yes, it looks like a pretty basic movie, but the action and fight scenes were very surprising. It plays a lot like an undercover crime thriller with some big bursts of action, and it's definitely a solid movie that's worth a closer look. Next up is a very underrated Netflix action movie.
You know who this is?
I don't know you.
You're driving for me. The other two, leave them behind.
I'm not leaving them behind.
They're gonna kill you.
This is called Wheelman, and it's an action crime thriller about a getaway driver after a bank robbery goes wrong, and it follows him trying to survive while trapped inside a car. Wheelman is admittedly a small movie with a small budget, but it punches way above its weight, is very tense, and keeps things simple in a good way, staying focused and getting a lot of mileage out of Frank Grillo's screen presence and the pressure cooker setup. It's somewhat similar to the movie Collateral if you want a comparison, where there's this high tension the whole time. It's a lean and stripped down movie that's great if you want something tough, fast, and suspenseful. Next up is one of Netflix's biggest budget movies. It's an action adventure called Triple Frontier that follows 5 former Special Forces soldiers who reunite for one last mission, stealing millions from a South American drug lord. This is the kind of movie you throw on when you want a serious mission gone wrong thriller with grit and weight behind it. It's got some top-notch action scenes, but also lots of pressure, moral dilemmas, and a feeling of strong men getting completely overwhelmed by a situation. It has a strong cast, a serious tone, and a lot of tension once the plan starts falling apart. It's definitely a more brutal, punishing movie than you'd expect, and it's a very excellent watch if you're in the mood for something rugged. Our number 2 movie is a crime thriller that's much tougher and meaner than you'd expect.
Call just went out. 2.5 minutes.
Rapido!
It's called 999, and it's about a group of corrupt cops and criminals who plan a major heist, but realize the only way to pull it off is to trigger a 999 police code by getting an officer killed. 999 is a grim, street-level film with a very gritty and dangerous vibe. The cast in this movie is unreal with Hollywood stars galore. You might be tricked into thinking this is some polished blockbuster, but it's a much more grimy crime thriller than that. Think something more like Training modern day with dirty cops, desperate people, and a constant feeling that everything could blow up at any second. 999 was a surprisingly solid movie that's a great pick if you want something that goes hard. Then at number 1 is a great pressure cooker thriller. It's called The Rip, and it follows a team of Miami cops who discover millions in cash inside a stash house, and from there the whole thing turns into a tense survival and betrayal thriller where trust starts breaking down fast. The Rip is one of those movies where you have no idea who's a good guy, who's bad. On the surface, it looks like a familiar cops and cartel money movie, but once the money shows up, things get very cutthroat. It's a lot darker and more intense than you might expect, and this is the kind of movie you throw on when you want a hard crime thriller where greed, pressure, and distrust keep making everything worse. If you enjoyed this video, you can check out 7 more gritty and serious Netflix movies by clicking on this video. Thanks so much for watching. I will see you again soon.